Welcome, beautiful souls, to the weekly energy forecast. I'm Felicity. If you're new here, this is going to be from the 15th of January through to the 21st of January. So I hope that you guys are well. Feel free to put in the comments on how this reading resonates with you, to share anything. If you're new to my YouTube, subscribe to see more of these as well. And this is my first weekly energy forecast back in 2024. So I took a little bit of a break off, a bit of a break over the Christmas New Year period. Other than stepping into my membership, making sure that I'm still nourishing and nurturing the beautiful members in there. But I took a bit of a break off from the collective stuff, but I'm back. Here we are. So this is the weekly energy forecast. I did release a reading last week. It just was like a timeless messages. That's only on my YouTube though. So if you missed that and you want to see that, they are timeless. So head on over and you can take a look at that. I recommend that, especially if you're in business and like a spiritual entrepreneur, spiritual business person. There's definitely some great messages in there as well. Okay, so let's get stuck into this week. So, there's a big surge of energy coming through around personal power. So, what change do you want to see for yourself? Yes, what change do you want to see for the world and the collective as a whole? That's always important. But where does that begin? It starts here. Everything starts here, right? So, what personal changes are you ready to make? And I'm not talking New Year's resolutions. I'm not talking anything like that, or really untangible goals that might be tangible 5 years down the track, but they're not going to be tangible anytime soon, and therefore you're going to lose momentum on it, right? So it's about the dreams that you have for yourself, the goals that you have for yourself, and creating that through stepping into your own personal power. So there's just this huge surge of energy coming through. It's very like step into your sovereignty, making sure you are in your sovereignty, okay? In many different ways, okay? Taking a leap, starting on that project that you have put on the back burner, starting on that new routine, okay? New habit, something that you're wanting to create for yourself, starting with that, okay? So looking at your own personal power this week, you might just be feeling the energy of this. And if you're not, it will come, okay? Because everyone's on their own different timeline. But it does feel like there's just this beautiful sense of it's time to answer your calling. It's time to answer the call. It's time to step forward. It's time to break free, break through, okay? It's time to break through, break free from like the old you, okay? Those habits, those patterns, those behaviors that will try to continue to pull you back into old ways of being that you have outgrown, because that's what's familiar and that's what's comfortable to the nervous system. Even if you didn't like being in that situation or in that period of time, it was comfortable to the nervous system. So the more that you step into your personal power, the more that you step forward, the more that you break free, the more that you break through, this is going to require a really well supported and regulated nervous system. So making sure that through this, taking leaps and answering that call and stepping into that personal power, I'm going to keep saying it because it's just such a strong message, personal power. You're going to it's going to require a regulated nervous system. So making sure that you are doing the practices on your nervous system, just doing things that help support the nervous system. Okay. And there's many different ways that you can do that. I just recommend starting to look online and then going where you feel called. Okay. But this is all going to create change. What personal change do you want for yourself? What personal change do you want for yourself? Big, huge thing here of personal power. Huge, huge, huge thing of personal power here. Okay. I'm going to grab a few cards from the tarot. Now, guys, if you are interested in my membership, I do have a membership for women with my Into the Fire Mystery School, and it is a month-to-month subscription. We do a lot of live calls on there. We do women's circles. We do, there's like just a whole bunch of different resources in there, plus readings as well. So I do monthly readings full moon workshops, new moon readings, things like that as well. But it's just a great space. I love it in there. So feel free to check that out. You can check the description box below for more information. Okay. My nose is getting itchy. Yeah. Okay. Yes. We are not wallowing. We're not wallowing on the past. We're not focusing on the past. We either learn from the past or we have learnt from the past, right? But we're not going to focus on it and stay stuck in it and wallow on things that we cannot change what already has transpired, right? All we have now is the present moment. That's it. We have the present moment. So what are you going to do with now? And it's right now, it's calling you to step into your personal power. It's saying, step up and be the leader of your own life. We have the King of Pentacles here. He is a leader. Okay, the King of Pentacles, and I speak of energy here. Okay, so not gender but energy, because we all have the kings and the queens within us. Okay, when it comes to tarot, but the King of Pentacles is a leader. He leads his community, he leads his family, he leads his own life. He's incredibly generous, so stable and loyal to others, but loyal to himself. Right? Because how can someone really be loyal to someone else if they're not even loyal to themselves, right? Okay. The Nine of Cups here as well. Wish fulfillment, dreams coming true, having everything that you need. The shadow side can be a form of manipulation or greed as well. But that's not you. Okay, that's not you. So we need to create some change here. Is there a part of you that is getting pulled back into old patterns, old ways of being, old habits that no longer serve you? Because the more that you go to level up or step into your next level, your next part of your evolution, the more those lovely, beautiful shadows that are within you and the past versions of yourself will try to pull you back down. And it's not because they're malicious. And it's not because, you're lazy or you've just given up. It's not that at all. It's, like I said before, it's all around about comfort and safety and security. Stepping into the next level, taking that leap, stepping into your personal power holds a lot of power, but there's so much uncertainty and the unknown in there. Hence why I speak about the nervous system regulation. And working with the somatics, which means working with the body. Okay. So be honest with yourself. Is there anywhere in your life, it might be all around, or it might be in your health, okay? It might be with how you treat yourself, how you speak to yourself. It might be how you're showing up in a dynamic with a partnership, the type of people you're still allowing in your life. Because you're not going to go far, or you're only going to go so far if you're continuously surrounded by really negative, toxic people. That's something too. It's just no more of that. Like, separate from that. Know that you can find people that are the opposite of that, okay? Which is going to be really helpful for your growth, your evolution, and everything you want to create for yourself. But right now, the message is say goodbye to the past. If you've learned from it, say goodbye to it. If you could still learn some more from past situations, by all means, like, learn those lessons, but learn them in like an empowering way, not in a way that's going to keep you stuck, right, on a cycle or on that hamster wheel, because we don't want to do that. But see over here, she's got 2 cups that are still up. These are all spilt. They're done. They're gone. We still have 2 up here. These are her new opportunities. If she turns around, focuses on these 2 cups and her beautiful personal power and steps into her true calling for whatever that is, she's going to alchemize that into multiple cups. This is like a lot of emotional fulfillment too. It is wishes coming true, dreams coming true, receiving what you need. It's a really happy card. It's a really joyful card. And the King of Pentacles is very abundant. Look at that ring on his finger, that pentacle on his finger. He's super abundant. But it's because he took charge. And what I love about the King of Pentacles is he's not like irrational or impulsive. He's a planner because he's very grounded. He's an earth sign. He's a planner. Okay. He knows about strategy. He understands that and how to create something even more magical for himself. And therefore, the byproduct of that is that then trickles into those around him, okay, as well, which is really beautiful, and including into the collective, okay, as well. Someone could be holding on to some past regrets, okay, and maybe even some past guilt. So if that is you, I recommend doing something like a cord cutting ceremony, maybe doing some journal prompts, or if it's something really difficult, then I recommend like working with somebody to work through that, okay? Because it can be deep sadness. And maybe some of you have been feeling some deep sadness. Like, I'm feeling sad. I'm not feeling too great. And the message here is like, that's okay. That's okay that you're not feeling too great. All right. Acknowledge that. But then I feel like there's this shift coming in where it's like, okay, I'm ready to step up. I'm ready to step up. And it doesn't mean like going into burnout or, just, it's not like a toxic hustle. It's nothing like that. It's just stepping into your personal power, which is like your own authentic truth. And that might be where this call is. That deepest calling is saying, share your voice, come into self-expression, be who you are in all forms, in all ways, in every situation. Okay. All right. I'm going to grab a couple of oracle cards. I'm going to close this out because I only have a few minutes left. But really, that's just the biggest message here, is all around personal power and creating change. There is change too. Some of you might even be experiencing change that feels like it's coming out of nowhere. Like, whoa, what did this change come from? All of a sudden you're like, damn, I'm in my personal power. Damn, I feel so good. And for others, it might be like, oh my God, where has this like change come from? This feels uncomfortable. This feels really uncomfortable. Supporting the nervous system will help with that, okay? But it's all change for the better, I'm telling you, and it's bringing you into your highest expression, your highest form, your highest expression. There is nothing wrong with the person you are now or the person that you were before, okay? Through each stage of evolution, through each stage of growth, we must appreciate each version of ourselves as we continue to grow. So where you are right now, there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with you. You're wonderful. You're incredible. Tell yourself this as you let go of the things that are not serving you internally, your patterns, your habits, etc., the people, okay, that are really holding you back, and then move forward. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so for some of you, you really might be feeling your sense of security is feeling a little bit unstable. Okay, it's not surprising. Just with things that are happening in life, with the world, with, gosh, just so many things. I don't have time to kind of go into it all, but some of you might be feeling that. But the message here is like, just create this beautiful, like you've got these resources, you do, okay, in here, answer that deep calling. You've got those resources to light this fire yourself, okay, and bring in a lot of beautiful delight for yourself, okay, a lot of abundant energy. Birds, there's something here around birds as well, so take it and pay attention to any birds that you might see that continue to come up to you, or like the same type of bird, or maybe even dreams or meditations. But birds can represent messengers, communication, so you could be receiving communication in dreams from somebody in the physical, but it feels very delightful, like a lot of delightful energy is what I'm trying to say. All right, one last card. We have the illusion of the fears. Do not let the fears hold you back from stepping into this next evolution, this next part, this new level, this next huge version of yourself. Do not let the fears hold you back. Do not. And I know that's much easier said than done, guys. I realize that. But it is possible, because the fear is just that. It's an illusion. And I'm not saying because it's an illusion, it doesn't exist or it's not real or anything like that. Okay. As in the sense that it feels so real, right? But at the end of the day, it's a narrative, it's a story. And we don't know until we step into it what it's going to be, because it's only the present moment that we have. And if you're like me, sitting in a room like I am right now in my house, I'm safe. So I've got security here. I'm okay. The future hasn't happened yet, but I'm going to step into my personal power and I'm going to take charge of my destiny. I'm going to take charge of where I'm going. And at the same time, allowing the universal flow. Okay, beautiful soul. That's all time I have. Send you so much love. Talk to you soon.